Nadine?
There might be I don't think it's something that we've necessarily talked about, but even just the movement or the way that you give the choreography to us. This kind of comes from just like me coming in at the end of Amaria's rehearsal or Courtney's, and just like a lot of the movements are very feminine, you know, like leaning off the hip and or the sitting down very proper. Like I think that that's also a call and response, because even though each solo, each girl has a different route or direction that they're going, we still have this like, I don't know, women thing that we can come back to because we're all women, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's not necessarily like literal, like here it is, but you know, that we can feed off of, or that you can dabble in more, you know? I don't.
So do you, I mean, I think that that's great, and I think it does kind of speak to maybe an underlying theme that resonates in work that I do, that there's always some sense of a journey towards feminism for women, and it's not intentional. I think it is just a part of a narrative that I feel needs expression, and particularly being that ballet is my first language, I think the idea of women as muses has been more of the role that they've played. So as a female choreographer with an opportunity to shape the journey of a woman through choreography, I definitely think there is that theme that is always kind of bubbling underneath the scene, where you go back and you reference certain things that maybe seem more traditional or expected of the femme, but there's strength, and there are all of these other, we're multiplistic. So I think that desire to create that multiplicity for a woman's aesthetic is an underlying theme with me.
Like I feel the same way when I choreograph. Like I love to play with like the feminine qualities of any type of body, whether you're a man or a woman. Like I love seeing men move like women. I love seeing women move like men, you know?
Yeah, because those lines they can be, I think the beauty in genders, period, is when you find comfort in your feminine and your masculine parts. And I think that the more you embrace all of those aspects as just human, you know, then we get away from these roles that people have to play within choreography, within composition, within performance.
Yeah, categories.
Yes, categories, boxes.
Yeah.
All of those things.
Yeah.
It feels kind of ironic, but I feel like that's a through line. It's like the piece with like 3 solos, it's like forcing the viewer to recognize the multiplicity of the piece as one thing.
Right.
Because it's so rooted in the identities of the dancers themselves. Like
maybe it is like Amaria beginning, me middle, the search, finding, Courtney the end with like her two, like kind of playing with behind the tapestry and in front, you know, there's a perspective to the end, and then us coming together is a, you know, like an open question to the audience, like what is the end, you know, or
right, is the end, has it looped back to the beginning?
Right.
Right. Which
I love that idea.
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
The cyclicalness of it, yeah.
But like that the coalescing is like, it's not a solution.
Right, right.